You're hungry? Is that the thing? Why don't you let me sleep? You don't care? You're just hungry, that's all? You want your food? It's breakfast time. Oh, big stretch. Good morning. Sailor wouldn't let me sleep in, so let's make breakfast. Little kibble. So some people do a full raw food diet. I just do kibble toppers. So I do a little bit of kibble first. I did a whole video about this. This is a new thing that we've been doing. So make sure to check out that video if you're interested in changing your dog or cat over to some sort of raw food diet. A little bit of chia seeds, fiber, omega-3s, all that stuff. All right, her allergy med. Sneak that in there. Some blueberries for antioxidants. Then we're gonna do some yogurt. So this is just, you know, plain, no flavored added Greek yogurt, no sugar. This is really good for their digestion, probiotics, all that sort of stuff. And I'm gonna add this golden paste turmeric mix. This is coconut oil, turmeric, and some black pepper. This is great for their joints, anti-inflammatory, just a paste like that. So we're just gonna add a scoop of that in here. Now we're gonna hydrate that kibble with some decaf black tea. And you wanna hydrate the kibble because it's actually highly processed and very dehydrating. This is something new I'm gonna try, just plain raw almonds. So with anything new that you're trying, just go light, just in case. Some fun stuff. We have freeze-dried mango. Not every morning is this intense, but I'm off today, so I've got time. And this is a mix of blueberries, what is it? Freeze-dried blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. Again, just a lot of antioxidants. The ingredients here are organic freeze-dried blueberries, organic freeze-dried strawberries, organic freeze-dried raspberries. There's nothing else in here, so that's what you want. All right, you ready? That's what breakfast looks like today. You want some breakfast? Oh yeah, okay. Enjoy. Before we begin, while we're talking about dog food, I do want to give a shout out to Michael, who was the most recent person to purchase some treats for Sailor. So in case you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a link down in the description where you can buy Sailor some treats. It's a website called Buy Me a Coffee, essentially, and you can buy someone coffee. So I just want to show what I got Sailor with Michael's donation. These are whole duck necks. So these are freeze-dried duck necks. This is what I got Sailor for her dental chews. So these are good for teeth, because they are meaty bones. We tried the chicken feet and she just swallows them whole and then pukes them up. So we don't do that anymore. But thanks to Michael, we got these not that cheap whole duck necks for Sailor to chew on. So Sailor and her teeth, thank you, Michael, for that donation. And if you are interested in buying Sailor some treats, just click the link down in the description. Much appreciated. I keep saying this, but this isn't about the money. I just do this because I really like making videos and editing videos and interacting with people like you. So yeah, thanks again to Michael for contributing to the Way Too Expensive Treats Fund. All right, for breakfast I'm making scrambled eggs and toast. These eggs are local from the farm, so I am going to give Sailor the shell. You don't want to give dogs and cats the whole shell if they are commercially washed. So if you buy them at a store, you don't want to give them the shell, but you do want to give them the inner membrane, which is really good for their hips and joints. So it's this thing. It's really good for their hips and joints. In this case, I'm going to give her the whole shell, probably just one of them, because it's got a lot of calcium in it. And then I'm going to eat the insides. But I do give her the insides too because they are like a multivitamin for them. Let's just take the membrane out of this one. All right, some salt and pepper. And I'm actually going to add some turmeric as well because it's really good for anti-inflammation. All right, so while that's going, I want to talk about our to-do list for today. First things first, everything in here is a complete wreck, so I have to get all this cleaned up. Mess, pile of clothes, dirty sheets. We're transitioning from our summer season to fall and winter. And this is the last week pretty much where we're having highs up in the 70s, and then it's going to start going down into the teens overnight and highs in the 40s. So it is time for me to swap out my summer stuff for winter stuff. So that's one thing I have to do today. I really want to get things kind of organized because where I live at the park in the summer is not open in the winter. It's not winterized, it doesn't get plowed. So I have to get out of here. Where I'm going remains to be seen. If you remember last year I was in that cabin, which was really awesome, and I really hope I can go back there, but park housing is maybe the most complicated thing on the entire planet. It doesn't have to be, but it is. So I don't know where I'm going to be going, but I need to be ready to do it because if it does start snowing like it did last year, it's a nightmare to move. So I really have to clean out my fridge, I have to do laundry, I have to swap out the summer and winter stuff. Clean in general. I'm going to try to get to the gym later. I think that pretty much sums it up. That's my agenda for today. So I'm going to take you along with me on that. Just a day in the life, I guess, on a weekend day where I don't actually go anywhere or do anything. All right, let's attempt to get this place in order. I think first I'm going to strip the bed. Yeah, I think that's a good place to start because I think this is going to be a staging area for the organization portion of this day. I'm overwhelmed. Okay. Gotta start somewhere. Big fan of the satin pillowcases. Really good for your hair and skin so you're not like dragging it on a harsher surface. And also just really comfortable. A little cold when you first lay down, but sometimes that's good. I believe, yeah, this is all laundry as well. All right, let's start taking everything apart, I guess. That's just uniform stuff. Maybe I'll do like a summer pile, I guess. But it's the pant pile. Okay, let's talk gear for a second. So I'm from Miami, Florida originally, so obviously winter is not our strong suit. I did live in Boston for 4 years, so I've been through winter. So last year when I got here for this season, I got here in the middle of a snowstorm. It was the very end of December and I had a really long snowy winter. So that was my first experience, like digging out my car in the morning, running outside, turning it on, heating it up, scraping ice off the windshield, you know, the whole thing, which I never had to do in Boston because I didn't have a car. So having been out in the elements and really being like outside in cold weather, I decided this year to get some discounted things like in between seasons before the season starts, like things that I just have been making mental notes that I need to survive winter comfortably. So I got a few things recently. I have a big pair of outdoor like work clunky NPS gloves, but I got these smart wool mitten, like they're like a mitten that converts to a glove kind of thing. I just want smart wool everything, or just merino wool everything. So this is kind of like a base layer for bigger gloves. So I think this is going to be really handy. Also got this smart wool beanie, and it's reversible. It's cute, but it's thin, and I feel like this would be nice to layer under other beanies during the winter if it's like a especially cold day. So if I'm going to be outside, this is a good thing to have on its own or under another beanie. This is an Under Armour snow bib. It's actually a boy's size, but it fits me, so that's good. So yeah, I think this is going to be really handy. I have coats. This part's always warm, but the legs, not so much. I think if I'm going to be outside, this is going to be really handy. And it's got the gaiters inside. So I think that's going to be really important to have. I've gone for so long without a rain jacket, so I decided to finally invest in one. This is an REI. It's a men's raincoat, which I prefer because I don't really have hips, and so women's like flared bottoms just look like a weird skirt on me. So I like to buy the men's ones. This is the REI brand. I'm really into this rust orange color right now, so yeah, for precipitation, super handy. And then I know, I've been shopping. I found this Marmot down jacket, responsibly sourced down, which is very important to me. It's Marmot brand, which I've heard good things about. I don't think I've ever owned anything by them. Again, I love this like mustard yellow, rust orange kind of color thing that's happening, obviously. So this is thinner than the other jacket I've been using. I have this one, it's a down jacket. I think it's from The Gap. I've had it for as long as I can remember. I've had this jacket forever and I love it, but it's getting pretty ragged and it doesn't fold down as thin as these newer jackets do. So this is just easier to pack away in the summer, especially in a van. So I think this is going to be a really nice addition. And of course, this Cotopaxi that I'm wearing. So before you go thinking that I'm really rich, just remember I'm a park ranger. I'm definitely not rich. And this was bought on Poshmark for like half the price of new. I think I'm going to be much better equipped for this winter season. But the problem is now I have to get rid of some stuff to keep this stuff. So I have to rearrange some things. So that's what we're going to figure out today, currently. Trying to put it in order of how much I'm going to use it. Maybe some base layers here and my million plaid shirts up here. Just trying to keep my clothes collection to the stuff I love, which has been a hard process because I tend to hold on to things. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything that's going to go in here. Not the most fun part of van life, but a very essential part. I keep some bleach mixed in with the water for the flusher, so it kind of does a swirl of bleach every time I flush. There we go. I'm also going to dump that. It's getting gross. This is why we're cleaning out the fridge today. I spilled blueberries all over the bottom, so we got to get all that out. Oh yeah, that's that mess. Time to clean out this bad boy. So the good thing about this fridge is it has this basket, so I can just take the whole thing out. Moisture tends to accumulate down at the bottom, so that's the hardest part, is getting that stuff out. That's gone. What is that? A chip? Okay. All those blueberries I spilled. Here's another reason I like to take it out every so often is because it gets so gross under here. So like crumbs of things I've taken out of the fridge and just dropped down in there and I can't reach them. So I'm gonna clean all this up. Look at that. Anyway, yeah. How gross everything gets with the dog. that just happened. And while trying to empty this, I broke this chain for a second time, so that's got to be fixed again. It's always something. Super. Good thing this is Sailor's food. And I just cleaned the floor. All right, this is the duck neck. You want to try it? Okay. You swallowed it that fast. Wow. I'm gonna hold the next one. I have put, there's a link down. Wait. I think you might have to wait. Don't knock that over. I know. It was kind of a bad time to choose to do that. She knows she has eggs in her dish, so. Huh. Dryer sheet. I mean, hardly new. Hardly new. I used to have a ton, and I don't know where they've all gone. I've probably thrown them out by now. Not thrown them out, donated.